Can you explain what shark finning is and how it impacts the environment?
So shark finning is a process where when sharks are caught either intentionally or unintentionally, you cut off the fins, but normally you throw away the rest of the animal, largely because the meat of the body is there's not a big market for it. But the fins are prized. Shark fin soup is, this kind of delicacy that, especially in the last decades, has been very popular at big festivals, at weddings, and kind of banquets. It's a real concern because this specific delicacy is a major driver of the decline in shark stocks around the world.
Last year, a Taiwanese fishing vessel was caught with over 6 tons of blue shark fins, despite finning being outlawed in the country for over a decade. And similar cases have happened across the world. Have anti finning laws been effective in suppressing the trade at all?
Busts that seize large amounts of shark fins are common. Normally that's because the sale is a very black market sale and it's often transacted at sea from ship to ship. Laws in the last decade have been passed to criminalize this. In many places, those laws have loopholes where, for example, if a fisher, a boat captain says that this shark was caught incidentally, meaning not on purpose, it happened to grab on a line that was aimed at tuna, then the captain is in many places allowed to keep the shark or the shark fin. And that loophole has meant that good laws have not been as effective as they should be.
And what about the crew on fishing vessels? How does the shark finning trade impact them?
There's a really interesting worker rights, labor, human rights issue tied to the shark finning issue, which is that because on many distant water fishing vessels, Chinese and others, Taiwanese as well, South Korean, especially Asian vessels, the commerce and capture of sharks is often an off books side gig that is allowed and even written up in contracts whereby the sharks that are netted or hooked are often allowed to be finned and kept by the deckhands who are paid below market slave wages. So there is a weird kind of way in which this particular black market product is plugged into the sea slavery concern and the really, really abysmal human rights and labor conditions of these crews, because it's used by captains and companies to sort of justify slave wages.